The following is a Big Sioux Media production. This webcast is brought to you by
Absolute Business Promotions, Grindy Seeds, KTP Repair, Landmark Realty and Auction, New Hope Chiropractic, Rosenpower, White Insurance, and now the voice of the Mustangs, Deron Ruesch.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Deron Ruesch with Big Sioux Media. We are on site here in Colton. Tri-Valley's got another home game. What a beautiful Sunday afternoon for some baseball. There is not a cloud in the sky. Hardly a breeze, a little bit of a breeze coming out of the southeast, so it's coming kind of out of left field, kind of over to first base. And it's, about 76 degrees out. So you can't ask for much better weather than this. So today the Mustangs welcome in the Mount Vernon, Plankinton, Corsica, Stickney Padres. Padres come in with a 5-3 record, and the Tri-Valley team is a 6-2. Padres lost to Sioux Falls Christian back on May 2nd, 4-6. Lost to West Central 5-8. Tri-Valley will be playing West Central tomorrow evening. I believe first pitch is at 5:30. They defeated McCook Central Montrose Burrows 12-1. Defeated Garrettson 10-2 and defeated Lennox 10-9. So that's how the last 5 games here for the Padres went. Again with a 5-3 record. Tri-Valley 6-2. They lost to Lennox on the road the other night, 4-9. And then back on April 27th, they defeated Rapid City Central 11-4. Defeated Baltic on the road 15-6. Defeated Canton on the road 9-1. And defeated Sioux Valley 11-1. So the Tri-Valley looking to get back on pace. Today's game is going to be umped by Joey Leisinger and Jason Seitz. Tri-Valley's coming out, hitting the field right now. They are in their maroon striped jerseys with white pants. Here's the starting lineup here for the Padres. Batting first at shortstop, Isaiah Olson. Batting second at center field, Keegan Hill. Batting third at catcher, Brady Fox. Batting fourth at first base is Tyson Wentland. Batting fifth at pitcher, Luke Baker. Batting sixth at third base, Jim Chalk. Batting seventh at right field, Jared Olowski. Batting eighth, playing left field, Camden Stahl. And batting ninth at second base, Tice Feisner. Padres are coached by Brendan Wentland and Brent Olson. Jumping out to Tri-Valley. Batting first today at left field is a junior, Parker Hemme. Batting second, shortstop, a senior, Alex Wingen. Batting third at second base, a sophomore, Trayson Richter. Batting fourth at first base, a junior, Denton Bickness. Batting fifth at right field, a senior, Aiden Bundy. Batting sixth at center field, a freshman, Cooper Durick. Batting seventh at catcher, a junior, Mason Hemme. Batting eighth in the DH, good to see Brecken Frederick back here for Tri-Valley. Batting ninth at third base is a junior, Tristan Bundy, and not batting but pitching for Tri-Valley is a senior, Landon Schnekel. Tri-Valley is coached by Cole Foken, Justin Foken, Adam Smith, and Travis Zink. And we're going to get things started here. Padres are the visiting team, so they will be batting first. Isaiah Olson, number 2, playing shortstop. It's the first batter for the Padres. That one's going to be fouled out of play down the over the right field line. That one's hit, picked up by Wingen. Over to first base, nice stretch by Bigness, but the ball is dropped, and the Padres put a runner on. Now batting, playing center field, is Keegan Hill. Padres have one runner on. Olson thought about going, but then he stopped. Want to know is the count. Looking to lay a bunt down. There's a steal down to second base to Richter. Gets down and Hemi throws him out. Hill was looking to lay down a bunt. Nice job there by Hemi over to Richter to get that first out of the inning. Now there's no runners on base. 2-1 is the count here on Hill. That one's outside for ball 3. That one's outside, and that's the first walk for Schnekel. Now batting for the Padres at catcher, Brady Fox. We're in the top of the first, 1 out, 1 runner on. Swung on and missed. Again, the Padres are 5-3. Throws over to first. He'll back in safe. Ball 2, or sorry, 1-1. That one catches the top edge. Strike 2. 1-2. 1 out, 1 runner on. Landon backs off the mound, resets. There's a hit into right field. Aiden Bundy backing up. It's over his head. Fox is going to have a stand-up double. And Hill reaches over to third base. Big hit there by Fox into right field. Hill is on third. Fox is on second. 2 runners in scoring position. Now batting is Tyson Wentland. He plays first base. Takes that first one in there for a ball. There's a wrap into left field, way back, hits the fence. In comes 2 runs for the Padres. And just like that, the Padres are up 2-0 over Tri-Valley with 1 out. With a hit all the way to the fence by Wentland. Now batting is the pitcher, Luke Baker. He reaches for that one. He's going to dribble that foul down the third baseline. Check swing in there for a ball. 1-1. 1 out. Still have a runner on second base. Wentland got a double. Well, hey, Randy.
Hey, how's it going, Deron?
Well, we're doing okay, but now we're down 2-0. 2-1 is the count. That one's inside for ball 3. 3-1. That one's low for ball 4. Second walk of the afternoon for Landon. Now batting is the third baseman, Jim Chalk. Max Vandenhoek comes in as the courtesy runner on first base. Runners on first and second, 1 out. That one's in there for the strike.
That was a nice looking pitch there. Kind of a change to have full sunny weather for once.
Full sunny weather, no hurricane force winds. That one swung on and missed. 0-2. That one is fouled down the third baseline. That one's high for ball 1. Mason Hemme had to throw out at second base. And that's the only out so far here for Tri-Valley. That one is hit, or the ball hits Baker. I'm sorry, hits Chalk.
Going to be a meeting at the pitching mound.
Next up for the Padres is the right fielder, Jared Olowski. Bases are going to be loaded here. Coach Cole Foken is out there talking to his Mustangs team. Tri-Valley trying to get back into the win column. Picked up their second loss of the season down in Lenox. Any thoughts on that game, Randy?
Yeah, we squandered a few opportunities. We had the bases loaded twice and only got one run out of both those times. That really hurt. And then as the game went on, the strike zone for our pitchers kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and the strike zone for Lennox got wider.
Gotcha.
So it was really tough to come back once they tied that game.
All right, Olowski batting. 1 out, bases are loaded. That one's in there for strike, 1-1. Lots of baseball here for Tri-Valley this week. I think there's, 5 games? Got today. Tomorrow we're going to be back at home taking on West Central. I didn't look at the rest of the schedule after that.
Yeah, Wednesday we got a game. Tuesday's the only day that we don't have a game.
Count is 2-2 on Olowski. Again, bases are juiced for the Padres. That one's outside for ball 3, full count.
That breaking ball, he's not giving him the strike over the plate on that. Ooh.
Ball 4. Third walk of the afternoon for Schnekel. Now batting is the left fielder, Camden Stahl.
Yeah, Landon pitched a really good game in Lennox. He pitched 4 2/3 innings, gave up 1 run. Did a really good job down there.
That one's high.
I think he's used to where the umpire wanted him in Lennox. Because in Lennox, they wanted him quite high.
That one's in there for the first strike, 1-1. There's a hit right to Bundy. He's going to pick it up or over to first base.
Nice job.
And an unassisted double play by Tristan Bundy. So the Padres leave 3 on, but they also put 3 up on the board.
That was a huge double play there. Huge, huge.
So Tri-Valley will talk things over, and they will get their first opportunity to bat this afternoon. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
Looking for a way to make your business or organization stand out? Look no further than Absolute Business Promotions. We specialize in creating custom items for fundraising events, booster clubs, weddings, baby and bridal showers, anniversaries, birthday parties, sports teams apparel and uniforms, spirit wear, parades, banquets, awareness events, and so much more. Visit AbsoluteBusinessPromotions.com or call us at 605-204-5255 and let us help you bring your business to life.
All right, Tri-Valley in the bottom of the first. Padres came out gunning for the Mustangs, and they go up 3-0. First 3 batters for the Mustangs. Got Parker Hemme, who's playing left field. We got Alex Wingen, who's playing shortstop, and batting third is the second baseman, Trayson Richter. Parker Hemme is batting .300 on the season.
Yeah, I wondered how long before he would be moved up in the lineup. He's really been swinging a hot bat.
We were kind of talking the other night, like our leadoff hitters have been kind of a little struggling a little bit.
It's kind of like a curse to be the leadoff guy.
Hemmy's going to swung on and a miss for strike one. 1-1. That one's popped up. And that one is caught by the second baseman.
Do you happen to know what the MVP's record is?
Yeah, they are 5-3.
Okay.
Yep, they did beat Lennox 10-9. That was all the way back on April 16th.
Okay.
Then they lost to Sioux Falls Christian and West Central. Wingen held off of that one for ball one. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Ooh, catches that inside corner for strike two. 1-2.
That was a really low pitcher. Was that my imagination?
I don't know. I'm not questioning anything anymore. Wingen right back to the pitcher, and he'll more than likely be thrown out at first base. Tell you what, that service there, Randy.
Yeah.
Now batting for Tri-Valley is Trayson Richter. Trayson swings and misses.
This pitcher has good movement on his ball here. He's
1-1. 2 outs, no runs, nobody on. And that one catches the outside edge for strike two, 1-2. Beautiful Sunday afternoon for some ball. Richter takes that for ball two. Baker again is pitching for the Padres. Full count, 3-2, 2 outs. Richter's got to foul that one back. Richter fouls that one out of play. Richter good at bat here, protecting the plate.
Yes, he is. Making him throw a few pitches. That's good. Good at bat.
That one's low, and Richter's walked. That's got to bring up Denton Bigness, who's at first base for Tri-Valley.
I didn't see Brody Didvig in the lineup. He's not here today?
He is not present here today.
Okay.
He's not injured.
That's good.
He's got some 7-on-7 football somewhere, I had heard. There's a steal. Richter is going to walk in upright into second base. Fox unable to hang on to the ball. So 2 outs, 1 runner on. Richter's moved over to second base. Bigness with a 1-0 count. There's a steal down to third base. He's in safe. Bigness did take that pitch for strike one. 1-1.
Tracy's showing good speed there. Got a really good jump on that pitch.
On the season, that is the 53rd stolen base for Tri-Valley. Nice job there by Bickness, 2-1. That one's outside for ball 3. 3-1 is the count. That one's low for ball 4. So Bickness picks up a walk.
Looks like we have Aiden Bundy coming up to bat, number 2.
Aiden's playing right field. He is also batting around 300. Tri-Valley with runners on the corners, 2 outs. There's a hit. Picked up by shortstop over to second base for out number 3. Tri-Valley leaves 2 stranded. They get no runs in. Tri-Valley down 3-0 here as we get ready to hit the top of the second inning. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
If you have insurance needs, contact Lisa Johnson, president of White Insurance. They have all of your insurance needs from farm, home, auto, business, crop, life, and health insurance. White Insurance is located at 409 Northwest Avenue in Crooks. For all of your insurance needs, contact Lisa Johnson of White Insurance, 605-543-5722, or stop in at 409 Northwest Avenue in Crooks.
All right, we are coming back live as we hit the top of the second inning. Padres had a really good first inning. Landon Schinkel pitching for Tri-Valley. Second baseman is batting for the Padres, Tice Feisner. That one catches the outside edge for strike 1. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Landon doing a great job getting ahead of the count.
Yeah, we'll see if we can finish it off here. That'd be great. One more pitch.
That one's high for ball 1. That one's going to be hit to Wingen. Kind of takes a weird hop. And Feisner ends up on first base. Back to the top of the lineup with Isaiah Olson. Oh, go ahead.
That was just kind of a bad in-tweener hop, you know. You couldn't really charge it, but you couldn't really step back on it either.
Correct.
It's just one of those where you...
It's like a super short hop, and you try to make the adjustments where you can. There's a hit in center field. That one's going to drop in there fair. And just like that, 2 runners are on for the Padres.
I guess the best thing you can hope for is it doesn't get by in. It didn't, so.
Now batting is Hill. Hill had to walk his first time up. That one's going to be popped up. Hemmy's going to pick it up right in front of the plate over to Bickness for out number 1. Runners advance. Brady Fox now batting for the Padres. He hit it out to right field and got a stand-up double. He had wrapped it pretty hard his first time up.
They definitely look like they're a hitting team, that's for sure.
Runners on second and third. Good job there by Hemme to keep the ball in front of him. Fox takes the first one for a ball. That one's in there for strike one. 1-1.
I'd be curious to see how Cole manages this game, with pitches, with all the games we have this week.
Yeah, with 5 games.
Yeah.
Fox takes that one for his second strike. 1-2. That ball gets away from Hemme. In comes 1 run. 1 runner on over at third base now. For nothing here for the Padres. And Fox, he gets rung up with a great pitch there by Landon. That's out number 2. Wetland now batting. He also had a double his first time up. That one is hit high and out of play. Fouled out over the Mustang dugout.
I can honestly say this is the first time I wish I would have wore shorts.
I thought about it, but then I figured I'd get fried. That pitch is way behind. Kind of catches the back edge of Wetland, and he is going to go down to first base. Luke Baker now batting for the Padres. Luke walked his first time up. Runners on first and third. There's a stolen base. Landon moves around, and it's just off the tip of Wingen's glove, and that's going to bring in another run. They had him thrown out.
Yes, they did. That's going to be another error.
So, yep. 2 outs. Padres have put 2 runs on the board so far. That one's high. 1-0. Wetland down on third base, the lone runner for the Padres. That one's inside for ball 2. That one catches the outside edge for the first strike, 2-1. That one's low. Ball 3. Hemme did a good job keeping that one in front as that hit the dirt. That one's popped up down the first baseline and foul. 3-2, 2 outs, 1 runner on third base. tomorrow night at New Hope Park at 4, or I guess tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. The Lady Stangs are going to be having their senior night. And there is another strikeout. And that'll do it, but 2 more runs go on the board for the Padres. Padres now up 5-0. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
New Hope Chiropractic has been serving the Tri-Valley School District and surrounding areas for the last 17 years. We've been a longtime supporter of Tri-Valley fine arts and athletics. If you have a need for chiropractic care, or maybe even a condition or symptom that isn't necessarily back or muscle related, give us a try. Over 3,000 patients already have. We're located in Crooks. We're open Monday through Friday, with evening appointments available on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Give us a call at 543-5700. Enjoy the game, and let's continue to support our Mustangs.
All right. Getting back at it here. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Tri-Valley looking to, don't need to get all 5 back, Randy. Just need to get 1 or 2.
No, yeah, we gotta get something going. At least some base runners, make the pitcher pitch a little more. Anything here. We cannot go 3 up, 3 down this inning. That would be disastrous.
Batting for Tri-Valley's the center fielder, Cooper Durick. Cooper batting 182 for Tri-Valley. Durick was 1 for 3 the other night against Lennox. That one's hit into right field. That looks like that's going to be dropping in there fair. And he drops one right down the right field line for a base hit to get things started here for Tri-Valley.
You know, that's it. You just make contact. Don't try to kill the ball, and good things happen.
Mason Hemme now batting for Tri-Valley. Mason had a throw out over at second base for an attempted steal. There's a play back to, or throw back to first. Durick's back in there safe.
Catcher was anticipating stealing there, so he was come up firing right away.
Play over to first. Durick's back in safe. Durick doing a good job distracting the pitcher.
Yes. That's what we need.
Mason Hemme has a 1-0 count. That one's low for ball 2.
The scouting report must be that we steal a lot.
Well, when you look at the numbers, 53 with the one today.
Yeah.
That one's fouled. 2-1. One's high for ball 3.
It definitely has made a difference for the pitcher having somebody on first base. He's not getting into that rhythm that he was before with nobody on base.
That one's hit right back to Luke Baker. Oh, man, it pops up right into his hand. And Hemme is thrown out at first base. Brecken Frederick batting DH for Tri-Valley. Gotten cleared by the doctors. He's been out for a few games. Durick over on second base. Only one out. That one's in there for strike. That one catches that outside edge for strike 2, 0-2.
Yeah, I reckon he's going to have to protect the plate now with 2 strikes, no balls.
That one's inside, ball 1.
Brecken thought about swinging at that one, but I think it was a little too high and inside. He couldn't even get his hands on it, so good thing he let it go.
That one's low. 2-2. Tri-Valley does have a runner on second base. Durick is going down to third base. There's the throw. It's high. Durick is underneath the tag and in safely to third base.
It's a really good thing that was a high throw. Otherwise, I think he
would have been out. Yep.
Yeah. Third baseman had to jump up high, and at that time, Durick was sliding underneath, so it was
3-2's the count. That one's outside for ball 4. Mustangs have runners on the corners. Now batting for Tri-Valley is Tristan Bundy. Tristan was down in Oklahoma doing some land judging. I know the land and range teams did quite well in the national FFA judging.
Yeah, we could have sure used him against Lennox for pitching. He's our guy.
There's a steal down to second base. And they got a little hot box here going. And nice job there. Durick a little unsure of himself, trying to score for Tri-Valley. 1-0's the count, 1 out.
A little bit of drama there.
Excitement.
Yes.
Always like the excitement.
There we go. I meant excitement.
Frederick is going down to second base. There's another attempt, and that throw is well short. Frederick slides in safely. One out. 2 runners on. 1-1's the count here for Bundy. That one's inside for ball 2.
I think they got the count on the scoreboard wrong. Or do they?
Oh, looks like that's right. And Tristan gets rung up with a strikeout. 2 outs. Back to the top of the lineup with Parker Hemme batting.
Be good time for a nice single right now. That would really be welcomed.
Yeah, got Durick and Frederick both on base, both fast runners. That one is fouled back out of play. Tri-Valley now with 54 stolen bases, or actually 55. That one is also fouled right over the concession stand, just behind the first base line. 0-2's the count. Parker batting 300. That one's in the same spot for another foul.
Parker hanging really tough here.
And
boy.
That one catches the inside edge for a strikeout. And the Padres get out of that inning after Tri-Valley had left two stranded on second and third base. Padres up 5-0. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
To see how Whiffle's hybrids can increase corn yields on your farm, contact Carter or Mike at Grindy Seeds at 605-254-7447. Whiffle's hybrids, more than a number.
All right, top of the third, the Mount Vernon, Plankinton, Corsica, Stickney Padres with a comfortable 5-0 lead. Tri-Valley just stranded two runners on. Now batting for his second time up today is the third baseman, Jim Chalk. Chalk was hit by a pitch his first at bat. That one's in the dirt for ball one. Ball two.
Breaking ball's just breaking a little early for Landon.
There's a line drive to Wing, and it hits him almost at the feet. Fox will get a hit on that. Or sorry, Chalk. Now batting is Jared Olowski. He walked his first at bat. So how do you call that, Randy? Is that like a hit or an error? I mean, those are one of those really.
I think that's an error.
Landon will throw out Olowski at first base. Moves Chalk over to second base.
Yeah, it was a hard hit, but Alex got his glove on it. I think they'll charge that as an error.
Back to Isaiah Olson. He's their leadoff. Or I'm sorry, Camden Stahl. I misspoke. My apologies. Camden Stahl. Camden hit into a double play his last at bat. That's where Bundy had that unassisted double play. One and one. Two and one. More Tri-Valley baseball tomorrow night. They're back at home taking on the West Central Trojans. That one popped out into right field. Aiden comes in, catches that for out number two.
I thought for a minute that one might drop in there, but it held just high enough. Aiden's got good wheels, got underneath it and secured it.
Nice job watching that one into his glove. Now we're back. Now we're over to Tice Feisner. Tice is playing second base this afternoon. 2 outs, 1 runner on second base. Count is 1-1. Ball 2.
Inside pitch there, kind of keep the batter honest there.
That one's fouled back. 2-2. And Landon rings him up for out number 3. Padres leave one stranded. No runs. Good job there by the Mustangs. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
Well, we're trending in the right direction. 3-2-0.
To see how Wiffles hybrids can increase corn yields on your farm, contact Carter or Mike at Grindy Seeds at 605-254-7447. Wiffles hybrids, more than a number.
All right, we are back live here in Colton. Beautiful day for some baseball. Tri-Valley still trailing the Padres 5-0. Alex Wingen batting for Tri-Valley. Grounded out back to the pitcher, his first at bat. Alex batting right at 200 for Tri-Valley. 6 stolen bases for him on the season. Takes the first one in there for a ball. Ball 2.
It's really good for Alex to get ahead in the count so he can pick a pitch, to hit.
Two and one's the count. Alex had a check swing on that last one. Alex hits it to shortstop. Shortstop mishandles it.
Safe. Nope.
And Wingen is going to be thrown out at first base by about a half a step. Trayson Richter now batting for Tri-Valley. Richter's going to pop that one up.
Oh, no.
And that is out number 2 as he pops out to the first baseman. Now batting for Tri-Valley's Denton Bickness. Bickness walked his first at bat. Bickness batting .273 on the season. Also has 3 stolen bases. Takes the first one in there for a looking strike. One and one. Bottom of the third, nobody on, 2 outs. 2 and 1 is the count here for Bickness. Bickness fouls that one back out of play. 2 and 2. Bickness reaches out for that. Over to shortstop. Over to first base. 3 up, 3 down for Tri-Valley. Left nobody stranded. No runs. Tri-Valley still trails 5-0. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
Ready to buy or sell your next home? We are here to help. From bare land to homes to farms, we sell it all. Start to finish, we will be next to you the entire way to help you achieve your real estate dreams. We know this area well because we live and work here. We are your neighbors. With over 60 years of combined real estate experience, we are your trusted local real estate professional. Landmark Realty and Auction. When you're ready to make your next move, call us first.
Tri-Valley has a pitching change. Got Denton Bickness out there warming up for Tri-Valley. He's coming over from first base. While he's warming up here, let's hear from the Minnehaha Conservation District. They are your local source for all your conservation needs, including conservation planning, pollinator and wildlife habitat establishment, native grass seeding, shelter belt rehabilitation, tree planting, application assistance for NRCS programs, and more. Go to minnehahacd.org for more information.
Looks like we got Aiden Bundy going from third base over to first base, and number 6 is in at third. I don't know who that is, 6.
I got Cooper Durick.
Okay.
So then who's out in center field?
I don't think. Oh, yeah, he was playing center, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
I can't see the numbers from here.
Back to the starting top of the lineup here for the Padres. Isaiah Olson batting. He reached on an error his first time at bat, then had a hit out into center field. He fouls that one straight back.
I will have to say, out of all the teams that I've seen us play so far, this Plankington team here is by far the most aggressive at batting.
That one's going to be popped up. Richter drifting almost over to first base, makes the catch for out number 1. Keegan Hill now batting. He struck out his last at bat. It's outside for ball 1. One and one.
Denton, he's really developed into a really nice pitcher. Just looks comfortable on the mound.
That swung on and missed.
I think Tri-Valley thought that was strike 3.
They thought that was a little punch out there. 1 and 2. Hey, nothing like having a little bit of confidence here.
That's right.
That one's outside for ball 2. Play 7 innings here. Tri-Valley. That one is going to be fouled out of play down the left field line.
You know, this game is a lot like the Lennox game, too, where we just started off really slow. And then this game, too, we started off slow with batting. But the difference is with Plankington starting out hot. you know.
Full count, 3-2. That breaking ball a little outside. That one's going to be popped up. Richter gloves it for out number 2. Now batting is Brady Fox. Fox struck out his last time up at bat, and his first time up he did double into right field. First one's in there for a strike. Fox is going to reach.
Durick, he snagged it, but went to the ground to snag it when he come up. Just didn't have time to make a good, accurate throw. So it was probably wise to hold on to it. He wasn't gonna get the runner anyhow.
Vandenhoek comes in for Fox, courtesy runner. Tyson Wentelin now batting for the Padres. Saw the power he had as he had almost hit the left field fence. That one's fouled down the first baseline. Vandenhoek took off for second base, has to jog back to first. 2 outs. That one's high, 1-1. 2 outs, 1 runner on. Top of the 4th inning.
Oh, nice pitch.
That one's in the inside for looking strike. 1-2. Bigness looking for the payoff pitch coming up. Just a little low for ball 2. 2-2. That one's hit over to Durick. He picks it up, tosses it over to first base for out number 3. And the Padres leave 1 on. No runs scored as we get ready to head to the bottom of the 4th. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
True Weight Solutions, offered exclusively at New Hope Chiropractic in Crooks. A weight loss program that is simple and sustainable because you're not eating prepackaged foods or taking additional medications, there's no exercise required, and it is certainly not a starvation diet. Since we've launched the program, we've helped people lose a considerable amount of weight, which has led to some pretty happy and healthy patients. To learn more, it's really simple. Just go to our website or give us a call. This might just be the program for you.
All right, Tri-Valley's turn to come up to bat. Bottom of the 4th. Padres doing a good job keeping the Mustangs off the base. Aiden Bundy stepping up to the plate for Tri-Valley. He moved out from right field into first base. It's the first one for a strike. Ball one. Tri-Valley looking to get a couple of runs here this inning. Takes that one for ball two. Good eye there by Bundy. That one catches the outside edge for strike two, 2-2. Bundy's going to pop that one up. Skies it high. First baseman is called off. And Bundy's going to pop out. Nice job there by Feisner to chase that one down. Now batting is Cooper Durick. Cooper had a hit down the right field line his first at bat. One's high for ball one. That one's low, ball two. Two and 0 is the count here for Durick. Swung on and missed. 2-1. One, Cooper goes chasing, swung on and missed for strike two. That one's going to be popped up. May drop in there for a hit, and it does.
Just like last time, only this was a little more towards second base. This first one was out towards first base. Nice little blooper in there. Nice hit.
So Durick gets things started here for Tri-Valley. Now batting is Mason Hemme. Yeah, Durick's 2 for 2 today. He's got the hot hand for Tri-Valley. Durick is going down to second base. Slides in there, and he is thrown out for out number 2. Nice job there by Fox. Throwing out Durick. Just a skosh late on getting that jump. Don't want to take away the Padres with a great throw, though.
Yeah, that was a good throw by the catcher.
Mason 2-0.
You know, Tri-Valley's trying to muster up some offense, but it seems like today's not the day.
Fouled out of play, 2-1. So each team has thrown out one runner, stealing second base. Mason Hemme, who's currently batting for Tri-Valley with a 3-1 count. Threw a runner out, and now Brady Fox just threw one out. Threw out Durick. That one's outside for ball 4.
You know, so far this year, Tri-Valley has not been shut out in a game, so hopefully that doesn't hold true today.
Brecken Frederick now batting for Tri-Valley.
Or should I say, does hold true. We want to score.
Cole Hendrickson just stepped in as the courtesy runner for Mason Hemme, who just got to first base on a walk. Ball 1. Ball 2. Good patience here by Frederick not to chase any of those pitches. Ball 3, 3-0. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Tri-Valley has yet to put a run on the board this afternoon.
Brecken might get a good pitch to hit here. Oh.
Fakes the bunt, takes strike 1. Brecken is going to pop out into center field, and that is caught for out number 3. Tri-Valley, no runs, leave 1 stranded as we get ready to head to the top of the 5th. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
Build life-saving fire trucks at Rosenbauer. Rosenbauer America has been building life-saving fire apparatus for over 40 years in the Sioux Falls area. On-the-job training is available for most positions, and we need dedicated, responsible individuals to help us on our mission of saving lives and protecting property. Every moment counts at Rosenbauer, and every member of our team is treated just as importantly. Be part of something that matters. Go to buildfiretrucks.com to apply today.
Looks like 9 is in left field.
All right, coming to the bottom of the 5th, or top of the 5th. I am sorry. We think Gage Egger is the one who checked in out in center field.
Number 9 is in left field.
Yep, so Parker, that's where he started.
It must be Aiden Bundy in right field then yet.
Oh, and we've got Tristan Bundy over at first base. Gotcha.
Yep.
Luke Baker batting for the Padres. He's pitching. He has a great day on the mound so far for him. That one's outside. 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2. Two and two. Wind pretty much zero factor here this afternoon. That one is tip fouled.
The little bit of breeze we do have every now and then is kind of welcome.
Want to give a shout out to all of our egg producers out there that may be tuning in out there planting, as that one is fouled back or fouled out of play down the right field line. I know when I was driving up here from Crooks, there was quite a few tractors rolling. There's a hit down to Bundy, and he's going to pick it up, and he walks over to first base for the first out. Nice defensive play there by Tristan. Now batting is Jim Chalk. He had a hit his first time up.
First pitch is a ball.
That one's fouled back. 1-1. Lady Stings are at home tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. That is the second time that Chalk has been hit by a pitch. Took one off the shin there. He has been attracting lots of balls. Looks like the coach is going to walk over there, check on him. Tri-Valley on the season has been batting .271, but they're struggling here today, Randy.
Yeah, they are. I just think, guys are just trying too hard to hit it too hard instead of just take a nice, easy swing, just make contact.
Shock is going to come off. Got a pinch runner coming in for him. That is Tanner Baker. He'll be the courtesy runner.
Really puts a lot of stress on your pitching when you don't score any runs.
Yeah. Jared Olowski batting. One out, one runner on. First one's in there for a ball. That one's fouled back.
1-1.
Four more games yet this week for Tri-Valley. Big Sioux Media will be on hand. I'll be here tomorrow evening, 5:30's first pitch, taking on the neighborhoods to the south with the West Central Trojans. A breaking ball just not quite there for ball two.
Is that game, did you say is here in Colton?
Yep, here in Colton. It'll be a home game, so we will stream that one. So I'll be here for that. Matt Larson will be over in Crooks. He'll be streaming the Tri-Valley Beersford softball game. Senior night tomorrow night for the Lady Stings. Got some seniors that'll be recognized. Appreciate all their efforts. Bigness gets that one in there for a full count, 3-2. Nice job there by Hemi to keep that one in front of him, but that still draws a walk for Olowski. He's got 2 walks on the afternoon. Camden Stahl. One out, 2 runners on. Runners on first and second base. That ball gets away on Hemi. Little bit of a wild pitch there by Bigness. Hemi couldn't slide over fast enough, so runners advance to second and third. Want to know is the count.
That was a nice pitch by Denton there.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. That one's high, ball 2. 2-1. Mustangs infield playing up. That was a nice pitch there by Bigness. 2-2 is the count.
Strikeout here would be huge.
That one is popped up into left field. Parker makes the catch. Runner tags. Durick's going to take the cutoff. Padres put one more on the board.
That was a good piece of batting there by MVP.
Feisner now batting for the Padres.
Nice catch out there by Parker. Got the ball in quick. Made sure the guy at second didn't advance, so not much you can do else, but they did. I mean, they did everything right. That first pitch is a ball.
That one's going to be popped up. Richter is drifting back, gets under it, makes the catch for out number 3. The Padres put one more on the board, up 6-0 over Tri-Valley as we get set to head to the bottom of the 5th. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network. I tell you what, we're going to keep it here. We're going to hear from KTP Repair. Specializing in ATV, UTV, and snowmobiles, KTP Repair is your local one-stop shop for all your service and repair needs. From oil changes to complete engine overhauls, no job is too big or too small. Looking to accessorize your unit, KTP Repair offers thousands of parts and accessories for you to choose from. With professional installation, we are conveniently located between Dow Rapids and Colton and offer pickup and delivery as well. Call KTP Repair at 605-929-6673 to schedule your appointment today. We're in the bottom of the 5th, and Tri-Valley is in dire need of at least a run or two. Tri-Valley trailing 6-0. Tristan Bundy steps up to the plate for Tri-Valley.
Looks like Tri-Valley has somebody down there warming up for pitching. I think it's Jackson Williams. Is he number 12? Or is it 11?
Let me get over there.
Looks like Jackson.
One is the count. That one's in there for strike 2, 0-2. Tristan struck out his last time at bat. Tristan on the season's batting .313 as he gets punched out for strike number 1 and out 1. Parker Hemme now batting for Tri-Valley.
That one's going to fall in there for a base hit to right field. Nice piece of batting there.
Parker, the leadoff batter for Tri-Valley, or at the top of the lineup, I should say, as Alex Wingen steps up. 1 out, 1 runner on.
Alex is really due to get a hit. He's kind of fallen on tough times here lately, so hopefully he can get one. get one here.
Takes that one high for ball one. Alex grounded out to shortstop, his last at bat. That one's high, ball two. That one's low for ball three. 3-0 is the count. That one's in there for a strike.
Got to say, I'm not a fan of when we have 3 balls when they fake the bunt like that and then pull back.
Fake the bunt, try to put the pressure on the pitcher to throw it in there.
Yeah, we've not had good luck with that. I think every time.
Wingen is going to drop that one into right field for a base hit. Parker makes it all the way around to third base. Wingen gets a big hit for the Mustangs. Now batting is Trayson Richter as Tri-Valley has a runner on third base. Wingen's on first.
We got one out.
Richter popped out to the first baseman, his first or last at bat. There's Wingens takes off for second base, slides in safe. Now Tri-Valley with 2 runners in scoring position. Wingen on second and Hemi over on third. Trayson Richter batting .286.
I think a base hit will score 2 if we.
Tri-Valley's got some speed on the bases. 1-1 is the count here for Richter.
First signs of life we've had in a while in the game here for Tri-Valley.
Richter fouls that one back. 1-2. Richter connects with that, plays at home. Sliding in is Hemi. Fox drops the ball. 1 run in, 2 runs in as Wingen makes it around all the way from second base. Richter had a shot over to shortstop. Olson throws it at home. Hemi came in, knocked it out of Fox's glove. Ball rolled all the way back to the fence, so Hemi and Wingen both score for Tri-Valley. We've got a timeout here.
I think there's going to be a pitching change here.
Well, let's hear a word from one of our sponsors. We'll hear, and we'll come back. Tri-Valley gets 2 runs on the board, now trailing 2-6.
Looking for a way to make your business or organization stand out? Look no further than Absolute Business Promotions. We specialize in creating custom items for fundraising events, booster clubs, weddings, baby and bridal showers, anniversaries, birthday parties, sports teams apparel and uniforms, spirit wear, parades, banquets, awareness events, and so much more. Visit AbsoluteBusinessPromotions.com or call us at 605-204-5255 and let us help you bring your business to life.
All right, we are coming back. Got a pitching change here for the Padres. So this is how things are looking for the Padres. So Luke Baker, he's going to head over to first base. And Tyson Wentland, who was playing first base, is in pitching. Tri-Valley just got a couple of runs on air on the Padres. Well, a little bit of spark here for Tri-Valley, Randy.
Yeah, they were due. They needed some life. They got a couple key hits, and then originally Richter was called out at home, but the catcher didn't hold on to the ball, so he's then reversed and called safe, and finally something positive. It was good to see.
Bottom of the fifth, only one out here for Tri-Valley. Denton Bickness got to be batting for Tri-Valley. Grounded out to shortstop his last at bat.
Sure would be nice to get the runner at second home, cut that lead in half.
Trayson Richter over at second base. Bickness batting .273 for the season. Nice breaking ball in there for strike one. Again, Padres had a pitching change. Wetland goes back to second base. Richter back safe. One out, one runner on for Tri-Valley. That one's fouled back out of play. 0-2 is the count on Bickness. When Wetland was warming up, looked like the breaking ball is kind of his go-to pitch.
It breaks pretty hard, too.
That one, it doesn't break that time, goes right over the top of Bickness's head.
Denton could relax on that pitch. He knew no way that was going to be called a strike.
1-2. That one's high for ball two. 2-2. Richter over at first base.
Second base.
Or second base, sorry. That one's high for ball three. Full count here for Bickness. Strong at bat here for Bickness after going down 0-2.
Finally some life from the dugout.
That one's high, and Bickness is drawing a walk. Aiden Bundy now batting for Tri-Valley. Bickness has been walked twice this afternoon. Runners on first and second.
Cole Fulkin giving Aiden Bundy the hitting sign.
There's a throw down to third base. Richter's in safe. And he's going to come walking in. Play at third. Got a little discrepancy on the field.
I don't know why they're questioning that. Aiden was just stepped back out of the batter's box. He didn't step down the third base line, so he did not hinder the catcher at all. So batter's entitled to the batter's box. So.
I think that's Parker Atwood. That was actually the courtesy runner for Bickness. I wasn't even paying attention to that.
I didn't see that either, that switch, so they did that pretty sneakily.
So Parker ends up on third base. Aiden takes that one for a strike.
Oh, boy.
1-2.
Aiden's going to have to protect the plate now.
Still only one out here for Tri-Valley. Aiden Bundy batting. That one's high. 2-2. That one's in there for strike 3. Bundy will head back to the dugout. Now batting is Cooper Durick.
Durick has been swinging a hot bat today. He's 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
Oh, my goodness.
There's that breaking ball in there for strike 1. Another breaking ball. Strike 2, 0-2.
Yeah, he's got the breaking ball going, but that last one, I think if the batter's box lines were painted, it would have been well into the batter's box.
And Durick gets rung up for out number 3, but Tri-Valley leaves one stranded but gets 3 in. Tri-Valley cuts the deficit in half. That's exactly what they needed.
Yes, they did. Good inning.
We'll just keep it here. Not too often I say my ears are sweating underneath my headset. All right, we're heading to the top of the 6th. Really want to thank our sponsors here for bringing you some Tri-Valley baseball this afternoon. I was going to give a shout out to some Tri-Valley track participants that spent the past 2 days at the Howard Wood Relays. We had Emery Jones. She was in the 100-meter hurdles. Cadence Davey did the javelin. Ty Oyen did the 110 hurdles. I got to get who all the boys were for the 4x2. And the 300 hurdles, we had Peyton Vogt and Carly Rickenbaugh. 300 hurdles is Ty Oyen, and also Tri-Valley had the boys 4x100 relay. You know, it's amazing. I should have wrote down all their names. All right, so the 4x2, they were Brody Divig, Owen Effling, Corvin Jensen, and Ty Oyen. That's who that team was.
First pitch was a ball.
That one's going to foul out of play. Olson is the one batting for the Padres. And so that was the 4x2, and the 4x1 was Brody Divig, Owen Effling, Corvin Jensen, and Ty Oyen also. So
Pitch 2 is a strike in there. Nice breaking ball by Denton.
1-2. Top of the 6th. Padres up 6-3 yet. That one's hit, picked up by Durick, over to first base. Not in time. Now batting is Keegan Hill. There's a bunt placed. Bigness picks it up over to first base to Tristan for out number 1. Advances the runner over to second. Brady Fox now batting for the Padres. Ball gets away on Hemi. Here goes. Wasn't sure if he should throw it or not. Olsen in safe.
Yeah, the runner hesitated there. Wasn't going to go, and then all of a sudden decided to go. And if Parker would have known that right away, I think we could have got him.
Fox gets hit by Bigness. So we got runners on the corners, 1 out. Wentland is coming up to bat.
This is just what Tri-Valley didn't want to do, is you get 3 runs back and then follow up and give some runs back to them.
Mason Hemi's making a couple of calls. Tri-Valley shifting some players over. Good communication here by Tri-Valley, looking to set up a double play.
I'm sure MVP is going to be stealing. The first base runner will be stealing here with only 1 out.
Fox digs his left foot in,
Yep,
and he's
there he
off
goes.
and running. Runners on second and third, 1 out. Padres threatening to put a couple more on the board here. That one's in there for strike 2, 0-2. Base hit more than likely will put 2 more on the board. That one's in there for, or must have hit him, yeah.
Yeah, hit batter.
Now batting is Luke Baker. Bases are loaded. Courtesy runner Vanden Hook comes in for the Padres on first base. 1 out. Baker grounded out to first base, his last at bat. 1 out, bases loaded. Bigness's breaking ball has hit the last 2 batters. There's a wrap into left field. In comes 1 run.
1 for sure.
Comes the second one. 2 more runs on the board for the Padres. With a great hit there into left field by Baker. Now batting is Jim Chalk. Chuck was hitting the shin his last at bat. They had put a courtesy runner on for him. Glad to see he's back at it. 8-3 lead now for the Padres. 1 out, runners on the corners. Thrown out at second base, plays at home, not in time. As Vandenhoek slides in safely for another run, 2 outs. Baker, the decoy out there, mission successful. All right, back to it with Chalk up to bat. So nobody on. Two outs.
Well, that pitch has been a strike most of the night. I don't know why it wasn't there.
That one's fouled down the third baseline. There's a pop fly into center field. In and caught by Egger for out number 3. All right, 3 more runs put on the board here by the Padres as we come into the bottom of the 6th. Tri-Valley 3, Padres 9. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
New Hope Chiropractic has been serving the Tri-Valley School District and surrounding areas for the last 17 years. We've been a longtime supporter of Tri-Valley Fine Arts and athletics. If you have a need for chiropractic care, or maybe even a condition or symptom that isn't necessarily back or muscle related, give us a try. Over 3,000 patients already have. We're located in Crooks. We're open Monday through Friday, with evening appointments available on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Give us a call at 543-5700. Enjoy the game, and let's continue to support our Mustangs.
Want to thank all of our sponsors for bringing you some Mustangs baseball this afternoon. Also, we got a scoreboard sponsor, Dakota Realty. Appreciate them. Mason Hemme coming up to the plate for Tri-Valley. Mason batting 143 on the season. Couple of stolen bases. You want to hang with us after the game? We're going to have Coach Cole Fulkin. He'll come over and have a little interview with us. Hemme hits it right back to Wentland at the pitcher spot for out number 1. Brecken Frederick coming up to the plate. First one's in there for a strike. I know we said it before, but happy to see Frederick back in the lineup for Tri-Valley.
Yeah, it's good to see that when he went down in that home game against, who was it?
I was just going to look that up. Was it Sioux Valley?
I think it was Sioux Valley, yeah. He was in a lot of pain. I didn't think he'd be coming back this year.
Frederick goes ahead in the count, 3-1. That one's inside. Frederick draws a walk. Tristan Bundy now coming to the plate for Tri-Valley.
Yeah, Frederick's got lots of speed, so hopefully he can put a little pressure on this pitcher now to occupy his attention.
Tristan trying to get back into the groove of things. His 2 at-bats, he struck out. Wetland got a nice release back to first base. Frederick back in there safe. Bundy takes that for ball one. Play back over at first. Frederick gets back safely.
Ooh.
That one seemed awfully low to me from here, but strike one. Bundy's going to pop that one up. Baker
Foul ball.
chases it, but it drops foul. 1-2 is the count here for Tristan. Appreciate everybody tuning in to Big Sioux Media this afternoon for some baseball here in Colton. Tri-Valley on their home field, trailing 3-9 to the Padres, coming from Mount Vernon, Plankinton, Corsica, Stickney. Ball gets away. Frederick takes off for second base. Count goes to 2-2 for Bundy. Tri-Valley now has a runner in scoring position. Bundy gets a hold of that one, drops it into left field. He's going to get a base hit, but that's going to bring Frederick around all the way from second base, and Tri-Valley puts one up on the, tacks another one up on this board. Parker Hemme now batting for Tri-Valley.
Parker's leadoff batter. Tristan's got some pretty good wheels out there too, so we'll see if he's going to be stealing.
First one's in there for a strike. That one's in there for strike two, 0-2. Parker down in the count. That's a drop, strike three. Alex Wingen now batting for Tri-Valley. He had a hit his last time at bat. Tristan Bundy has 3 stolen bases on the season. There's the play going into second base. Tristan is down safely.
Got Tristan in the scoring position now with that stolen base. Alex swing and miss there.
0-2. Two outs. That one may drop in there into right field for a hit. Here's a play at home plate. In safely is Bundy. Wingen, some senior leadership, coming up with another big hit to tack on one more for Tri-Valley. Trayson Richter now batting for the Mustangs. Five to 9. Tri-Valley went to give up 3 runs in the top of the 6th here, Randy.
It'd be a close game.
It'd be a really close game. Nice job there by the Padres getting a few insurance runs. Here's a throw down to second
Should be
base,
a-
and Wingen is thrown out
He
for
was
out number 3.
he was under that tag. That was. Oh, I'd like to see a replay on that one.
Well, if you quick jump on YouTube under Big Sioux Media, you might be able to see it. There's about a 30-second delay, Randy.
That was a high throw. He was way under that tag.
All right, we're going to keep it here. Heading to the top of the 7th. Tri-Valley does get a couple of runs in. Padres still with a 9-5 lead. This is how the scoring has looked for the game so far. After the first, Padres were up 3-0. After the second, they were up 5-0. And it wasn't until I think it was the 5th inning that the Padres our Mustangs finally put some runs on the board, and it was 6-3. And then in the 6th, the Padres put 3 more on the board, and Tri-Valley puts a 2 spot up.
It's really imperative here that Tri-Valley holds no more runs this inning if we want to have a shot at pulling this game out.
Jackson Williams pitching for Tri-Valley. Again, Tri-Valley's got 4 more games this week. Tomorrow night they will play a home game. We will be here. Big Sioux Media will be on hand to stream that game. First pitch is at 5:30. Tri-Valley's going to welcome in the neighbors to the south, the West Central Trojans. Always fun when you get a rivalry game going between those two teams.
Denton Bickness moves over from pitching to first base. I think that's the only fielding change that I see. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is Jackson's first appearance pitching of the year, is it not?
I guess I'm not sure.
I don't recall any other games. I could be wrong. I apologize if I am. So,
Jared Olowski stepping up to the plate for the Padres here in the top of the 7th. Jared had a couple of walks this game. That one's popped up. Bigness is drifting to his left, but it's going to go out of play. Nice job there for Bigness to watch that way over to the fence. Kind of a check swing, doesn't go. Oh, yes, first base. Ump says, yes, he did go, 0-2. Reaches out, Wingen's going to charge in, picks it up, over to first base. Throws not in time, gets away from Bigness. Olowski will just stay there on first base.
that'll be another error on Tri-Valley.
Camden Stahl batting for the Padres. That one is popped up. Richter standing there, waits for it, makes the glove.
Trayson's been a busy guy there today. He's had quite a few outs at second base.
One out. Feichner now batting. Bunt goes foul. Top of the 7th. Padres still with a 9-5 lead. They got one out. That one's pitched out for ball 1. 1-1. Jackson Williams came in for the 7th inning. Bickness moves over to first base, back to his normal spot when he's not pitching. That one's way outside. Nice job there by Hemi keeping that one in front of him. 2-1. Three and one. That one catches the outside edge for strike 2, 3-2. Oof. Nice job there by Olson to get out of the way on the on-deck circle. Three and 2 continues to be the count on Feisner. That one draws a walk. Olson steps up to the plate for the Padres after he about was pegged by a foul ball that went back. Got to put a pinch runner in on second base. Looks like that will be Ethan Hoffman coming in for the Padres. 1 out, 2 runners on. Runners on second and first. Olson's got to pop that one up. Could be trouble. And it drops in into right center field. Nice job there by Olson. Now we got bases loaded, 1 out. Keegan Hill now batting.
Be nice to see a double play right here.
Hill had a sacrifice bunt his last at bat. First one's in there for a strike. Tri-Valley's infield playing up, trying to prevent that run from scoring from third base. Nice job by Hemi stepping way out as that one kind of got away on Jackson. That one's popped up. Looks like that one's sailing out of play. It does. Fouled out over the Tri-Valley dugout. 1-2 is the count. 1 out. Bases are juiced for the Padres. That one's also fouled out of play.
Oh, no, it's not out of play.
I lost it in the sun as Bickness gets out number 2.
Huge out there. Huge out by Denton.
Nice job by Bickness getting the beat on that one as Fox comes up to bat. Fox hit by a pitch his last at bat. He's got a couple of hits. He's got a hit and a double this afternoon. Ball gets away. Play is a little late, and safe is Ethan Hoffman for another run. 2 outs. (10-5). Mustangs trying to get out number 3 here. Runners on second and third. Fox has got a foul out of play. That one's outside, but it's a swung on and a miss there by Fox. 1-2. Nice job there by Williams to get Fox to chase that one. And there, Williams gets the ring up on Fox, and that'll do it.
Nice job by Jackson, coming in with the bases juiced and only 1 out. And, unfortunately we gave up 1 run, but he really showed a lot of composure there as a young pitcher hanging in there. That's a good job.
Well, it's do or die for Tri-Valley coming up here in the bottom of the 7th. Tri-Valley put a couple of runs up at the bottom of the 6th inning. Coach Fokin talking to his team.
Well, Deron, do you have your rally cap?
I do, but I need it to block out the sun right now.
Well, I tell you what, you put your rally cap on. I'll give you my cap to block out the sun, and
all right,
then everything's good.
All right. I got my Ole Miss hat on. I'm going to flip it around. Here we go. Rally time. You can keep it, Randy.
Okay.
I'm just going to turn my hat around. We'll call it good.
You're taking one for the team.
I'm going to take one for the team. We're just going to turn my hat around.
All right. That's dedication.
That's right. Whatever it takes here.
I got a good feeling about this, Deron. I really do.
Well, Trayson Richter's going to be getting things off here for Tri-Valley. There's a pop fly. I'm gonna have to hold my clipboard up. Now I don't have the bill of my hat. That foul ball, that bigness caught. I had lost that one in the sun. Strike 1 here on Richter. Can't blame the wind today.
No, we can't.
That one's in there for a looking strike 2, 0-2.
Can't remember. I know Trayson's got at least 1 hit today, hasn't he?
Yes. Ooh, lined right back to Wetland, and he snags that. Would help if I had the camera turned right. I apologize. More worried about my hat, getting a different kind of rally hat going on here as Bigness steps up to the plate.
I shouldn't have done that to you.
You're good. That one's in there for strike 1.
Denton's had a pretty good day today batting.
He's drawn a couple of walks today.
Good quality at bats. He's making the pitcher pitch. He's not swinging at bad pitches. He's doing a good job.
1-1.
Oh.
There's that breaking ball again for a called strike. 1-2. Oof. 2-2. 1 out, no runners on. Bottom of the 7th. That one's way outside. Full count, 3-2. And Bigness is going to draw a walk.
Like you said, that first inning, had we buckled down that first inning, this would be a 7-5 game, you know.
Aiden Bundy comes to the plate for Tri-Valley. Ball one. Dugout trying to spark some energy out there. That one's fouled out of play.
Yep.
One and one out, one runner on. That one breaks in there for strike 2, 1-2. His balls really do break.
They do.
Jeez. There's a dribbler to shortstop. Plays at second base for an out. Bundy makes it over to first base. That's for out number 2. Cooper Durick stepping up to the plate. A couple of hits on the afternoon.
Let's see, 2 for 3.
2 for 3. Tri-Valley down to their last out.
Boy, that thing just comes in super high and just breaks at the last minute.
Durick takes that for an 0 for a strike, 0-1. That one kind of gets out of hand by Wetland there. Nice job by Durick ducking down out of the way. Takes that one for ball 1. One's outside, ball 2. Swung on and missed. 2-2, 2 outs, 1 runner on.
That was a nice pitch to swing at, though.
I'm guessing a breaking ball here.
I'm guessing so.
Full count, 3-2.
I've seen that pitch called a strike today.
Oh, we need a call once in a while, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Durick's going to drive that one into left field, and that is caught for out number 3. Tri-Valley loses a home game here. Padres come into town and win 10-5. Not the outing that Tri-Valley wanted this afternoon. Tri-Valley will be back in action tomorrow. They welcome in the West Central Trojans.
You know, they gave up 5 runs the first 2 innings, and then they settled down. But it took us so long to get our bats going. It's too late to kind of get back in the game.
Yeah, Tri-Valley, no runs through 4 innings. Finally got 3 in the 5th. Put 2 more up in the 6th. Didn't get anything here in the 7th. Padres, man, some great pitching here by Baker. He shut the Mustangs out for the first 4 innings. So this is how the scoring went for the teams. It was 0-3 after the first, 0-5 after the second. Tri-Valley 0, Padres 5 after 3. Same way with the 4th. Thanks for your help today, Randy. Mustangs finally put 3 runs up in the 5th. They were still trailing 3-6. Mustangs put a couple of runs up in the 6th, but so did the Padres. So it was 5-9, and then the final score was 5-10. Got Coach Cole Fulkin joining us. Hey, Coach, how are you?
Oh, could be better.
Yeah, kind of a frustrating game. A few too many infield errors.
Yeah.
And man, when you can't really hardly even get a runner on base the first 4 innings, that makes it a little challenge to come back when you go down 5-0.
Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, the takeaways from this game is the things that we had mistakes on, they're fixable. We can get in, go to practice, fix these things. I still have high hopes for this team. I know we can do or make a lot of noise still. We just have to make sure we're focusing in. We were missing a key player today, Brody, but that does not excuse all the errors or anything. The entire game, I was just preaching to these guys, go up there with a good plan and purpose when we're hitting. There were so many times on the first or second pitch we see, we're swinging at a curveball and just rolling over the shortstop, pitcher, something like that. So just having better at-bats is my biggest takeaway. And that's something we'll probably be in the cage right now while JV's playing, just work on this stuff.
Sure. Well, you got 4 more games this week.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we got the West Central Trojans making their short little trek north here. You know, your team drops to 6-3, but kind of looking at the Trojans, they're definitely a beatable team.
Yeah. Tomorrow our goal is to go 1-0, and then Wednesday our goal is to go 1-0. So we'll take it game by game. Like I said, I trust these guys no matter what. I know we can compete with anyone in the state if we play our ball. We just have to limit the mistakes like we've had the last couple games, and they're fixable. So I have high hopes for this team still.
So, question for you. You got 5 games this week. Today was number 1. What is your strategy for pitchers? How do you take a look at and analyze that and get a strategy for the next 4 games?
So I kind of map out our starters. So I know like today was going to be Landon, and things didn't go quite his way, so now we can use them a little earlier than planned. But I told these guys I got 5 games, 6 days or whatever, and everyone's got to be ready to go. That's why I pulled up a few more JV kids like Jackson Williams today, first time on the mound. Just needed him. He came out through strikes for us. Allowed 1 run, but I mean, it wasn't even his fault. I think we had an error on that one, so it wasn't even an earned
right.
So,
yeah, we were curious if that was his first time. I didn't remember him hitting the mound until today.
Yep,
so.
first time, first varsity appearance on the mound.
Gotcha. Any final thoughts here?
Not really. Just I'm expecting a whole different team tomorrow, basically, with our heads high. I mean, it stinks. We're going to hang our heads for a little bit, but we're going, like I said, get back in the cage during the JV game. We're going to come out another team tomorrow and hopefully take it to the Trojans.
All right. Well, there we go. We got it from Coach Cole Fulkin. Thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you.
Tri-Valley comes up short with a 5-10 loss against the Padres. Tri-Valley drops down to a 6-3 record, and the Padres move up to a 6-3 record. Appreciate everybody tuning in this afternoon. Again, Tri-Valley drops 1 at home. And with that, enjoy the rest of your day. What a beautiful Sunday afternoon. This is Deron Ruesch with Big Sioux Media, wishing everybody a good day.